Hello, everybody, and this is a different video today. Apologies if you hear snoring in the background. Someone is asleep. But I kind of just thought to come and make a different video and discuss something, like just have a talk with you guys, chat to chat, eye to eye, look dead in the eye and say, hey, it's gonna be alright. God damn, that's someone snoring. Oh god, but anyway, I just wanted to say something real quick um, about a lot of people and how they feel about their emotions. Um, Especially with certain subjects like autism or something like that. Sometimes autism can hinder your emotions, but let's just get straight to it. A lot of people nowadays are afraid to talk about their feelings, myself included. Not more so afraid, but more so as in I kind of just don't really want to talk about my feelings because I've got different ways on handling my feelings and my emotions, but a lot of people don't. And a lot of people think that not talking about their emotions is better because they think if they're talking or they're crying, it's a sign of they're a coward or they're a pussy or a baby, especially when it comes to people like teenage wise, like young wise, like it's pretty. Hold on. Maybe that might solve the problem a little bit. I think it did. But yeah, no. When it comes to certain topics, a lot of people just decide to either try and forget about them or try and distract them from their problems. And their emotions are in the way of that, of course. Such as I distract myself with my issues when it comes to video games. But again, you could only do that for so long. Probably talking about your feelings in today's day and age is probably one of the most important things out there. Especially when it comes to like mental health struggles and stuff like that. I mean, if you're sat at home and it's getting a bit crazy in your life, or you're a wee bit down in the dumps, a lot of people actually resort to kicking the bucket, if you can kind of get what I mean. The easy way out. I don't really want to specify the word since I don't know if I'm allowed to. But they make the decision at the fact that they shouldn't be around anymore. And to be quite frank, it's appalling at the fact that a lot of people actually need to think or feel that way just so they can have some sort of control over the fact that, right, I've got all these problems, but I know a way to fix these problems, and it's by doing that. Now, when the emotions play into this, your emotions can have a very big impact on your critical thinking when it comes to something like this. I mean, you say, right, that's it, I'm gonna kick the bucket. This is a scenario. It could go a couple of ways. It could go a bunch of ways. It could work, and maybe you were just gonna do it, but then you thought, right, maybe I'm not gonna do this. But then, hey, you've just done it. It works. Like, it worked. Sorry. There's no changing. There's no going back. Then there is the right. They're gonna go, I don't know, do something to themselves, and their body stops them. When it comes to a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to wanting to leave the planet, you obviously know what I'm meaning. Your body tends to stop you, but your emotions are still the same. You still feel that way. You still, think that way. You still want it to be that way. And it's all because the fact that people think they can't do anything besides that. And I am here to tell you that that is specifically not the case. There are so many things you can do that you don't need to resort to that. There are so many avenues, so many paths, so many options you can go through or go to instead of doing something like that. Because it is heartbreaking to know that there are people out there that genuinely think that, hey, that's probably the right choice. Because it's not. And a lot of people would say out there that, taking your own life would be selfish or pathetic or idiotic. I don't view it like that. I view it as in, it's a little bit selfish, only for the fact that ending your own life because you have some issues going on in your life does not mean you should. And even if you did, those issues would just get passed on to your family or friends or to anyone. You live alone in an apartment with a cat, who's going to feed the cat? You're having a meal with your family. I mean, I guess that's one less plate at the dinner table, but the point is, you've got so many people around you to take care of you, to love you, and you want to go ahead and put that burden on them for the fact that you took your own life. I don't think so. And that is a very big issue in today's society, in today's youth as well. We all think that, or we all used to think that crying was, now I'm not trying to be, sexist, but obviously this was what it was like back then. Everyone thought that crying and talking about your feelings was a girl's thing. In today's day and age, it's starting to get better. People are starting to realize that talking is not just for women, it's for men and women. And I've noticed a lot of men do actually struggle with the fact on trying to talk. And this isn't just aimed towards men. Obviously, when it comes to men, they're more likely not to talk about their feelings, or maybe that might be the case, I don't know. But it goes out to anyone that doesn't know how to talk about their feelings. I mean, it's not a man or a woman thing. It is a human thing. It's something that we all need to do. It's something that we all need to learn to do. Like, I mean, the way I deal with my issues, Obviously, I'm on the spectrum. I'm autistic. And by the way, this is just me, okay? Not every single autistic person is like me. I personally like to do activities, such as play games, such as go to the gym, make a video, draw something, play guitar. I've got a bunch of interests and a bunch of things that can distract me, but you can only do that for so long until your emotions get the better of you, your head gets the better of you, and your way of thinking gets the better of you. And I think an issue is we don't really know how to get those emotions to stop. We don't really know how to get those emotions to quiet down. A lot of people resort to other methods on distracting themselves from those emotions, such as in the form of self-harm, drug use, or alcohol. And some can be healthier options, like playing football or designing something, making something, destroying something. It can be all sorts of different things. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays, when they are facing with the fact that, okay, I'm doing my activity now, they do it, oh no, it's not working, I'm still thinking like this, they sometimes resort to a lot more drastic measures, such as they do go to self-harm, or they feel like they need like something like that, because a lot of people might think they deserve pain, or a lot of people might think they deserve what's going on with them. I mean, your emotions and your feelings can be the result of a bunch of different things. Maybe it could be something happened from your past. Maybe it could be something that's happening now. Maybe it could be something that you're worried about in the future. And I think this is the catalyst. This is... Oh, fuck. My brain. I don't have any of this written down. I'm just coming up with this right now. The bottom line is, I think people need to realize they need to be a bit more open with one another. Such as, if you're more open, obviously a lot of the time talking doesn't help. Talking just isn't enough. I view it as, I don't really talk about my feelings much personally, but I view it as, you say it to someone, they now know what's going on, and therefore can now try and attempt at helping you. Try and attempt at being there for you. They now understand what the problem at hand is, and they can now put stuff in place to try and prevent anything from happening and to try and better you. And I think people should do that more often. Is open up to one another, because as humans we are social creatures. We shouldn't be sat inside all the time playing video games. As much as that sounds fucking brilliant, we shouldn't. We should be outside talking to one another. We should be with one another, because of the fact that being alone for such a long period of time can also put a dramatic effect on your emotions, your mental health. So the next time you think that you want to do something like this, or you want to go ahead and try and attempt to take your own life, I want you to take 2 steps back. Think for a moment. Really get into the nitty-gritty and ask yourself, do I want to do this? Should I do this? Is this the right choice? A while back, I known someone, it was one of my friends, he sadly passed away because he took his own life. And I'm not going to sit here and call him selfish or anything like that, because that would just be cruel. It's just straight cruel, because he's in a better place now, and I'm sad that he's gone, and I feel ashamed that we weren't there to help him or open it. And this is the sad truth sometimes. A lot of people can't actually open up. I feel like people need to force themselves to open up, if that is the case. Because if you can't, it'll lead you down a spiral, and it'll lead you to doing something like that. And I don't know. I could be droning on. I could be saying a bunch of random crap right now. But if you are going through anything right now, please talk to someone. Please reach out and speak to your best friend, your partner, your family. Hell, even your pets, even little Jim Bob Cat over there sat in the corner of your room sleeping. Talk to people. Open up to one another. And be there for each other. Anyway. That's just it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the Overwatch gameplay in the background. I'm not going to show you this competitive game because it is just terrible. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this to a light. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful day, a wonderful life, and I hope no one that is subscribed to me, or no one who knows me is going through something like this. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.